Hi, second graders. Welcome back to math this week. We're going to continue our learning on personal financial literacy, and we're going to add to our vocabulary words. Last week we talked about deposit and withdrawal, and we talked about how saving is always better than spending. But this week we're going to talk about when you do spend money, what kinds of vocab words do we need to apply here? So the first two we're going to talk about are producer and consumer. A producer is someone who makes. The key word there is makes. They are making a good or providing a service. We'll talk about goods and services in just a second, but a good example of a producer is a farmer. He is making food in the ground to sell to other people. He's producing food. Another example of a producer is someone who is making clothes, a seamstress who stitches clothes together. She is making something. So the producer keyword here is makes, someone who makes a good or service. A chef is another example because they are making food to provide to people. The other person on the other side is the consumer. A consumer is someone who buys a good or service. So the producer is someone who is making it. The consumer is someone who is buying it. So here we have a shopper. Anyone who goes to the store and buys something is a consumer because they are buying it. When you spend your money, you are a consumer, whether it's a good or service. Now let's talk about those goods and services. Two things that you can buy, a good or a service. A good is something that has been made or grown, has been made. So if I am a shopper going to the store, I am going to buy some food. I have become the consumer. The producer was the farmer who made the apple. I am the consumer who bought the apple. A good is something you can physically touch. A toy, an electronic, clothes, anything your hands can physically touch is a good, something that you have in your hand that you can pay for. The opposite of a good is a service. Services are jobs that you pay someone else to do for you. It's usually something that's helping you. So a doctor, we pay them to help us get better. Do they physically give us anything? No, they're helping us get better. It's a service. Going to get your hair cut at the barber. They aren't physically giving you anything when you buy it. You are buying a service of getting your hair cut. A waiter. When you go to a restaurant, you are actually asking for a service of somebody providing you food. So they are not physically giving you the food that you're buying, but they are doing the service of bringing it to you. A teacher is not paid for by you, but paid for with taxes, and that is something that is a service provided for you. When you pay a cleaner to come clean your house, the service is someone coming to do a service for you. So just to remember, a producer makes it, the consumer buys it. The two things that a consumer can buy is a good or a service. A good is something that has been made or grown, again, something that's physically been made. Or it's a service, a job that you pay someone else to do for you. What we're going to talk about in the next video is calculating how much it would be to produce an item. Coming up soon, you're going to actually get to make an item of your own, and you're going to think about how you would sell it. What would you sell it for? What materials or supplies do you need to make that item? In the next video, we're going to talk about the math part of it and how you would calculate how much you would sell your item for. So make sure to tune in for that. See you guys next week.